your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Turtle Lake. Hey, Tom, how's the weather?
Yeah, the map makers and the weather today and tomorrow, pretty decent weather by Thursday night, probably Thanksgiving night, Friday night, and Saturday. It's a whole nother ball game. Right now, let's get you caught up with what's going on here. We have the winter storm warnings that you see all those down here through the Midwest, and that's for tonight. That's not for the second storm. That's for the ones ongoing right now. This is winter storm watch. Could be 6 to 11 inches of snow in eastern Montana. We don't have anything in North Dakota. The operative word here will be yet. So we don't have anything yet. But that will likely change. So here's a look at the satellite and the radar. And so we have storm number 1 going through Nebraska and at Iowa, southern Minnesota right now. And this is the area that they have the winter storm warning. You can already see the browns starting to show up. That's heavy snow and a lot of wind. There could be near blizzard conditions around the Twin Cities later on tonight. And if you're doing any traveling like to Minnesota or whatever, you're, even once the snow stops, there's going to be snow on the ground, whether you're going to Minnesota or Iowa, parts of South Dakota as well. There will be snow on the ground, but the weather is going to improve a little bit over the next day or so, and then another storm's coming in. But here we are. You can see the north right now, and in North Dakota, things aren't looking too bad. Here's the latest from the for the airport delays, and the big problem area today has been Denver, and right now the average delay is around 50 minutes, and that is an improvement. But if you're flying out or somebody's flying in, make sure you call the airlines. The airport really doesn't decide on whether flights are going to be canceled or not. That's up to the airlines, and so you can call, you know, Delta or United or whatever, or check on their apps for more information. But right now the big problem area is Denver, but there will be more problem areas even tonight. Temperatures right now mainly in the mid to upper 20s. It hasn't been all that windy, 5 to 10 miles an hour in most locations. A little bit breezier south and east of Bismarck, it looks like, but 5, 6, 7 miles an hour. Kind of bonus day when you have wind this light in North Dakota. Boy, you take those days. So here we are looking at the weather. And by tonight around 7 o'clock, well, you can see that snow getting up into Minnesota. We saw the actual radar indicating that. And so we have this big storm system moving towards Lake Michigan right now. And then the one that's going to impact us directly is this one right here, just getting onshore, okay? And that's so it's still far enough away, and so that means tomorrow we're actually going to have a pretty decent day. So if you're heading out driving tomorrow to Minneapolis or to Iowa or South Dakota, Nebraska, whatever, the weather itself is going to be okay. It's just whether the roads are going to be in good shape. But there's our storm right there. And then by Thursday, it looks like it's just kind of start to reorganize, turn into a Colorado low by Friday. Now you notice this, you see this up here? The lines are close. That means it's going to start getting windy. But that's not real heavy snow. And this is Friday afternoon at 5, and this is one of the 2 longer range computer models. And I will tell you right now, they both have similar tracks, but they differ on whether there's warm air coming in with the system. And if you get warm air coming in with the system, you get a little more rain and less snow. If we don't get the cold air, you get a lot more snow. So, but the track is fairly similar. So we're starting to zero in on this. But here we are, 5 o'clock Friday. And then notice all these isobars really close. This will be near blizzard conditions, if not blizzard conditions, for part of North Dakota on Saturday. That's 12 noon. And then you can see those darker blues there, so that would be heavier snow. And then by Saturday night, it may start clearing out in the northwest, and by Sunday, the weather should be much nicer. So this is the American model, and a couple spots here with really high totals, but overall, notice 5 to 8, 8 to 10. This is figuring, the computer model is thinking there may be some dry air moving in, but look how much snow for the southern part of the state on the European model that takes out the dry air in it. Still not as much in the north, so that seems to be the trend. Won't be as bad in the north as in the south, but the south really could get hammered. The next 72 hours for Dickinson, you can see how the odds start ramping up there, and the temperatures aren't going to be terribly cold. And then here are the forecast temperatures for tonight, daytime highs tomorrow, and now take a look at the next 7 days.